watching the station covering all of the DMV. DC News Now continues.
Now to a different way to learn the ABCs and a whole new language of the Navy. A sailor out with a children's book. DC News Now's Dave Laval tells us how it's making a difference.
Bravo, Charlie.
The book by Lieutenant Dennis Petersen teaches the NATO alphabet.
E is for echo, loud noise in wide places.
It first hit store shelves in 2023 as Petersen wrote it for military families.
Every single member of the military has to memorize this. It's something that the parents use in their day-to-day life. They can kind of share that little aspect of their professional life with their kids.
Military relies on the NATO alphabet since many letters sound similar, which can lead to confusion on the radio. The NATO alphabet eliminates that. For instance, dog would go out over the air as Delta Oscar Golf.
If they don't know what Delta means, they can hear that word and know that that means the letter D.
Petersen never set out to be an author. That changed when he read to his children at a young age.
I remember reading a lot of books and thinking, this is garbage. I could do better than this.
So Petersen took pen to paper to come up with a different way to use military language and make it easier for children to learn.
T is for tango, the dance mommy likes best.
You could say Petersen's first try as an author is a family affair. His children inspired him, and they're not forgotten on his pages.
That's my daughter Annie. B is for Bravo. Y is for Yankee, the Army of the North. And I put my son Joe in there as the little drummer boy for the Union Army.
Petersen has been a Navy reservist for 6 years as he serves in public affairs. Being among those who wear the nation's uniform is a decision he does not regret.
Far and away, the best part about the Navy is the people. I have met some amazing, outstanding human beings who I've had the pleasure to work with. People from very, very different walks of life than me. But you know, we've got one thing in common, is that shared sense of purpose and service to our country that brings us all together.
Petersen especially hopes Alpha Bravo Charlie will do that with military families.
I wanted something where parents are going to be able to forge a connection with their kids.
The military is the first to use the NATO alphabet, but it's not alone.
It's used in aviation, it's used in law enforcement, first responders, medical, basically anyone who's talking over the radio. And
names and addresses are to prevent confusion on radios and make sure emergency crews get to their proper destination. Mostly, though, Petersen wrote his book to help children of military parents.
You want to instill that love of learning from a young age. Q is for Quebec, French-Canadian land.
Bravo Zulu Lieutenant Petersen. That's military jargon for well done. In Alexandria, Virginia, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
I felt like I just learned a whole new language there, Dave Laval. Thank you. For more stories honoring our service members, be sure to tune into this year's Veterans Voices. It's happening this weekend, Sunday night at 5, right here on DC News Now.